Hey everyone, Brandon Gibson here, owner of Megalo Global. How y'all doing? So I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update today. We're having some progress. Yes, we're still getting hounded by people and harassed by people who like to sit there and criticize and be negative and point out flaws, haters. Haters are everywhere. There's nothing you can do about haters. But here in about 2 months, I'm going to be moving to California. I'm back in here in Missouri right now. And I had to take care of some things on Tuesday, so I came back for that. I had a ticket, court date, traffic ticket. And if I didn't come back and take care of it, they would have issued a warrant, and before I know it, I'd have been locked up or something on not paying a traffic ticket. From back when I worked for Yellow Cab, I got a speeding ticket. But so the updates, we're going to be moving to California, and we're going to use the Laguna Beach mailbox as our address. And we're going to be hiring work-from-home moderators and content contributors and salesmen to sit there and sell web hosting and sell the advertising and stuff on our platform. Now, we're doing things a lot different. Most people are like, oh, we're going to be haters and say how much you're trying to copy Facebook and whatever. Yeah, we are copying Facebook. Facebook copied MySpace. MySpace copied Friendster. It's a social media platform. We're all copying each other. That's what social media is, dummy. Only difference is we're doing it better. And we're not competing with just Facebook. We're competing with YouTube, Google, and several different web hosting companies. And our primary is Amazon Web Services. Do you remember Parler? When Amazon Web Services had a server sold to Parler, but because their political agenda didn't support free speech, they cut Parler's server and then took the entire contents of the website, all the IDs and user accounts and everything that people had to use to verify their identity on their platform for verification, everything that was considered sensitive data and public information and private information, Amazon took it all, bundled it, and gave it away for anybody to freely download on the internet. I downloaded it. Man, that server was close to 2 terabytes. It was publicly given away by Amazon. They just put it up there for anybody to take. And after I got it downloaded, man, I had access to people's profiles. I had hundreds of photo ID copies from when people would send in a copy of their ID to verify their profile with Parler. That was rude, man. Amazon should have never violated their company policy to do that, to cut somebody off for free speech and then hand over personal information of the users to the general public. That's wrong. So that's why we're building Megalo Web Services, a web hosting company specifically designed to compete with compete with Amazon Web Services. We have advertising that's done through an administration board now. Our moderators are through the same administration board. If you want ads done on the platform, you got to hire Megalo Global to do it, and we will put those up there for a flat rate and not per click like most companies. Facebook does advertising per click. I can't remember what their rate is now. Let me Google it real fast. It says here that Facebook advertising costs average on a 26 cents, 30 cent per click to 0.1 to $3 per 1,000 impressions, 25 cents per like, $5 per download. You know what we charge? A flat rate of $25 per region. No cost per click. If you want to do a site-wide ad, that'll be visible to the entire world, it's a flat rate too. $125 a month. And you can reach every user on the platform. That's what we do. That's how we do it. And our administration board, which is built up of our moderators, will decide, yes, we will allow this ad. No, we will not allow this ad over here. And I don't mean to be a dick about this, but there are some ads we will not run. Like if we get a call from a political candidate who says, I want you to run my ad for me, but I have a requirement. I don't want you running this other opponent's ad because I want my ad to be the only one. We're not doing that. If somebody contacts us, like hypothetically, let's say Donald Trump contacts us, says, we want you to run an ad, but I don't want you to post Biden's ad on their Biden's ad. I want you to only post mine. I'm going to reject your ad right then and there because I can't play favoritism. No favoritism. The left has just as much right as the right does, and the right has just as much right as the left does. It don't matter who's in office. They all have the right to run an ad if they feel necessary. But yes, advertising is important, but it is not something I'm going to allow myself to compromise my morals over. We're not going to run certain ads. I will not run a transgender ad just because it promotes so much diversity. If Coca-Cola wants to run an ad about a Coke product, go for it. By all means, let's do it. We use Fire Wi-Fi, which is based out of Idaho. And because their service is so great, when I'm take off on the road for the next 5 years to do my nationwide tour, we're going to be promoting the hell out of it. But in the long run, we gave Fire Wi-Fi a free ad out of courtesy because their product is so good. We want them to sponsor us, and we want to sponsor them in return. That's what we're doing. They haven't sponsored us yet, but we're sponsoring them as a gesture of kindness, which may entice them to actually sponsor us in the long run. And that's how it works, trade advertising. We do that too. If you don't have the money to sit there and run a massive ad, put our ad on your website, and we'll put your ad on our website. Trade advertising, that's another role we play for the companies that can't afford to go Super Bowl yet, you know? You know what it costs to do a Super Bowl ad? It's like $30 million. It's not cheap. I sure as hell won't be paying that, but, you know, in due time, this will happen. So that's the updates. I'm going to be leaving to go out west here in the next 5 years. We're going to go 5 years, Here in about 2 months, I'm going out west. I'm leaving Missouri, and I'm going to go cross-country. We're going to start down and go to Oklahoma, see my stepdad. Haven't seen him in 20 years. I'm going to probably surprise him because I don't have his phone number anymore. Lost it a long time ago, but I know where he lives. After I'm done there, I'm going to go to New Orleans. I'm going to hang out in New Orleans for a month. I'm going to promote the hell out of it in New Orleans. And then I'm going to work my way back up through Texas, promote it there, go to Houston, then Dallas, and then I'm going to work my way to Phoenix the next month. Each month I'm going to hit one state, and in that state we're going to hit up, we're going to hit up everybody. Over the course of the next 5 years, we are. I got a very small motorhome now. We're going to be traveling. It's a very small one, about the size of a minivan. It's a Class B, I believe. It's like a big conversion van type. And I'm going to travel. I realize I don't need something super big because, one, those things are huge. The last RV I had was a 40-foot, the size of a city bus. Too big, too big. I'll get there again eventually, but right now, you gotta crawl before you can walk, guys. But we're going to be going cross-country doing this, and that's our goal. So I want to wish you guys a great experience on Megalo Social, and now that things are running smoothly, I don't see a point in modifying the website. Of course, I'm going to add a few things here and there, but I'm not going to do any heavy modifications. There's nothing left to fix. Everything works. It functions. Everybody has unlimited features. You can post as much as you want. You can upload as many videos. We have Megalo Videos, which is our video hosting platform. We have News Binge Media, which is our multi-resource news aggregator that pulls in news from everybody from Fox News to CNN to Gateway Pundit in St. Louis. Pulls in from pretty much over 200 different news sources all around the world. All goes into one site, and then we take the content from that site and put them on the social platform, and allows us to grow, allows the other news networks to grow, and allows us to continue growing, man. That's the way it works. You got to get millions of people on the platform before you can even really entice advertisers. But at the same time, hey, got to do what you got to do, am I right? However, we are doing a sponsorship role. And this is a particular portion of this video that is going to go out to companies. Big companies. I want companies who are not massive corporations, but yet still family owned, to sponsor our nationwide tour that's going to be starting here in 2 months. I'm leaving hopefully at the end of this month, if not at the end of next month. So if you guys want to be a sponsor, contact me, and we are looking for financial aid in order to keep this company online and running until it pays off, that is. As far as doing tech support, we have partnered with a company called Talk, TAWK.2, and they are hooking us up with $1 an hour tech support agents. And they will work for $1 an hour through their company, and they can provide us up to 3 employees on a 24-hour basis that will sit there and rotate all month long for $750 a month is what that costs. So I won't have to be able to handle things myself as much anymore. And I've also talked to them about giving the company a commission for every sale that their agents make. So if their agents sell an ad on there, they can submit the ad to me and my team through an email, and we will approve or deny the ad. And when we approve it, 35% commission of that ad sale goes to the Talk.2 company. So they will make revenue on our ads just by providing us tech support and sales agents. So that being said, we are going to be doing that. And while I'm on the road, I'm going to be going to technology conventions. And if your company wants to be a sponsor, we will put your ad right there on our booth, right there on our table, and right there on the site alongside us as we're traveling down the road. Put it on the van, we'll put it on the RV or whatever we're driving. I will be getting a bigger RV as soon as I can afford it. If there's an RV company out there that wants to donate a big RV to us for our tour, we will put your logo right there alongside our tour just as a sponsorship role. You donate the RV, we travel with it. Kind of like the guy that does, what was his name? Oh, I can't remember that guy's name now. The guy that does, he goes to people's farms and buys up junk and then fixes it and sells it on his flea markets. Well, him and his buddy drive around in a white van, but they have a luxury RV that was donated by, I believe, Coachman is what it was. The company that manufactures it donated it so they'd have it for their TV show, and then they put their name in as a sponsor. That's the kind of sponsorship we're looking for. Someone that wants to pay to keep us on the road, keep us trucking, and keeping us going. Now, here's a second portion of this particular platform. Because, sorry, got me some new coffee. It's good stuff. Called Black Rifle's Mad Science, which is an awesome coffee, by the way. That's not a paid gimmick. That's just something I'm trying out that I'm reading. It's good stuff. But here's another thing I wanted to tell you. Okay, we've been getting a lot of people, haters again, coming on the platform and coming on to me going, oh, you're just a rip-off of Truth Social. How could we be a rip-off of Truth Social when we were around 2 years before Donald Trump even thought of the idea to create it? We were here first, before them. I've been working on this platform for 13 years, and I'm proud to say that it's finally finished and stable. So we get these people on there going, you're either left or you're right. You're not both. And I'm like, well, how can I be both when I'm neither? The platform is neither. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a far left. I'm not a far right. I don't have a political opinion. I don't give a flying fuck about politics. Yeah, I cursed. I don't care about Joe Biden anymore, and I care about Donald Trump. I don't care about politics. At the end of the day, the government has screwed me over more times than I can count. Why should I feed into that? So I'm going to state this. Megalo Global's platform is here for everybody, regardless of what opinion you have, regardless of who you vote for or what God you believe. We don't care. Everybody has the same rights. It's an equal opportunity country. America was here as a land of the free. Free to be whoever you want. Free to love Joe Biden, free to love Donald Trump, free to worship Jesus Christ or a cow. I don't care if you worship a comb in your bathroom. It don't make no difference to me. It's not my job to tell you what you can and can't do. And that's where misinformation comes in. We have no misinformation policies, simply because it is not our job to dictate what is true and what is not. The word dictate, dictatorship. Facebook has a policy. They don't allow certain news if they don't agree with it. That's what misinformation regulation is. They don't agree with it, so they censor it. Well, we don't care. Go for it. Post it. If you want to start posting comments to state that the Catholic Pope is a pedophile, most people would probably agree with you. Me, I don't care. It's not illegal to state your opinion. Now, if you go on there and you start talking about killing people, that's where I'm going to draw the line, because that's a threat. Threats are not allowed. If you go on there and you're scamming people, we're going to shut you down. You go on there posting escort services. There's a lot of that popping up. We shut it down because we don't want that on there. People posting naked pictures. This is not OnlyFans. We don't do that. I got a sister I don't even talk to who's selling ass on OnlyFans. Yeah, she makes good money, but she became a harlot to do it. I may not support it, but I don't want that on here because according to insurance purposes, the youngest age we can allow without parental supervision is 16. And this is, after all, a worldwide platform for everybody, and that includes family-oriented people. So yes, we have to censor to a degree, but we're not going to censor people's right to free speech or political opinion. No censorship. There's moderation and then there's censorship. Shutting people off for posting naked pictures, come on, that's a given, guys. Got to do it. Got to shut that off. Might be kids watching. They don't need to see that. And it's a headache. It's a nuisance. Spamming is also not allowed. Going on people's profiles and just commenting the same thing over and 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 over again. Come on, man, that's annoying. That's why we shut the spamming down, because it's annoying. Not to mention it's rude to hijack somebody's post for your own little spam session. Can't have that. So yes, we're going to be moderating to a degree, but we don't take sides when it comes to parties. You know, and that's where I need people to realize we're not far left, we're not far right, we're none of that. We're not political. Twitter used to be far left until Elon Musk bought it out, and now they're calling it far right. Why can't you just be neither? A lot of these Democrats are like, well, you're not with us, you're with the right, or the right, you're with them. And I'm like, I'm not with any of you. I'm not with either one of you. But they can't seem to grasp that mentality. How can he not be with anybody? He has to be with somebody. It's really not that hard to think about it unless you're incapable of basic thought. So I don't mean to be rude, guys, but come on. We can't be a party. We want everybody to have a voice, not just a certain ones. That's why we moderate our ads. That's why we work our company atmosphere a certain way. And unfortunately, right now, the majority of the people posting on here are far-right people that love True Social. But if the left wants to get on there and post their stuff too, I'm not going to stop it. At the moment, they're not. They're not even taking the time to do it. But yet, the right is. So don't hate us and call us a far-right platform if the left isn't doing their part. You all have the same opinions. Go for it. So this is the update. We're going to be going cross-country starting here in 2 months. I'm taking off and we're going. And we're looking for sponsorship roles along the way. Remove diversity. That's our goal. Remove the diversity from social media. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has an opinion. Express it without fear of being censored. There it is. That's what separates us from the competition out there right now. Is we're not taking sides and we're not hindering people for being what they are. Anyway, yeah, so there are certain things we can't post or ads we can't allow, but general ads, yes, go for it. Anyway, if you guys have any questions for me, give me a holler. I'm always around. CEO Brandon Gibson is my username. And I'm the one right now moderating the platform. I got 2 other people on here that moderate, but at the moment, I'm doing most of the work. So give me a holler if you all have any questions. Later.